Over the next few minutes, if you will listen really carefully, take everything I'm saying very serious, and test what I'm suggesting, I guarantee you this could change your life like that, and to an enormous degree. It can change almost everything in your life. First of all, let's stop and think about who we are and what we are. We are a massive energy in a very high speed of vibration. We have awesome power. We've got power beyond the scope of our imagination. Now, as long as we're living in a physical body and corresponding with the material world, we're going to use our senses. We can see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. Do you know, I've got a little dog that can see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. Now, it's been pointed out to us by some pretty respectable authorities that you and I are the only creature on the planet that's totally disoriented in our environment. All the other little creatures are completely at home in their environment. The birds and the bees and the squirrels and the trees, they all blend in. They're completely at home in their environment. You and I are totally disoriented in our environment, and that is because we have been given the mental faculties to create our own environment. Now think of that for a moment. We can create our own environment. In other words, we don't have to settle for what we see around us. We can change it. Now, if we're going to create our own environment and live the way we really want to live, we're going to have to use our higher faculties. We're going to have to begin to think. We just can't move along at a snail's pace, doing the same thing every day, day in, day out. We're going to have to understand, what are these higher faculties? You see, we have perception, the will, reason, imagination, memory, intuition. These are all higher faculties. I want to talk to you about perception. Perception is how you see something. It's your way of looking at something. You change the way you look at something and it'll change completely. I teach a lot. In fact, we run seminars frequently down in Los Angeles on shifting a paradigm, the paradigm shift. See, a paradigm is a program in our subconscious mind. It's built genetically and then environmentally. It's genetic, that's why we look like our relatives. And then it's environmental. It's the environment we're born into. And we literally become programmed. Now, we're programmed before the age of 3 or 4 or 5. The program is built. And you know, with most people, it never changes. See, everyone knows how to do a better job than they're doing. The problem is they don't know why they're not doing it. School teaches us to gather information, and we gather it all in our conscious mind. Periodically, they come along and they give us a test, and we write the exam or the test. If we get enough answers right, we pass. If we don't, we fail. Well, the truth is that you can remember everything and pass 100%. That doesn't mean your life is going to improve. People leave school, they've got the degrees, they've got all the information, but they're not using it. They're not doing what they know how to do. And this puzzles them. It causes a respectable amount of frustration. You see, the paradigm is in the subconscious mind. It controls our behavior. We could have all kinds of beautiful information, but we're not going to act on it. Now, the paradigm is both good and bad. It's not all bad. Part of it's good. Some of what we've got in there, programmed in there, is very good. We're programmed to live by a calendar year. Now, you can start your year anytime. If you have a business, you can make your fiscal year from July 15th till next July 14th. That's the way business operates. But we're programmed to live by calendar year. You're capable of doing phenomenal things. But isn't it strange? People start out with big ideas and boom, something happens and they crash. Now, I carry a goal card in my pocket. Okay? I write the goal on the card And so I know exactly what I'm going to do next year. I've got mine all planned. I'm going to come out the gate like a rocket on January 1. I have no intentions of taking it easy for the first couple of weeks and sort of having a rest. I want the year to start like a rocket, and then I want it to grow. Now, if that's what I want, that's what I can have if I follow certain rules. So you not only have to mark down what you want, then there's another trick. People say you've got to manage your time, and that's where they run into a real roadblock. You see, time cannot be managed. You cannot manage your time. Oh, we write things down and we buy time management programs. In fact, many, many years ago, I made one. And then I was having lunch with Earl Nightingale, and I asked him, I said, Earl, how did you become such a master of time management? He looked at me and he said, what are you talking about? He said, time can't be managed. We can only manage activities. What are you going to do with 218? You see, we're capable of doing so much more than we do. It's a decision. That's all it is, a decision. I want to recommend between now and January 1, you sit down with your pen and you say, if I give this everything I got, what could I do next year? What can I do in the first quarter, the second quarter, the third and the fourth quarter? And make each quarter bigger than the previous one. And you will have a phenomenal year, because that's the way it works. That's the way I work. Just expand your mind. Forget about what you've got. Think of what you'd like to have. See, God blessed you with more talent and ability than you'll ever hope to use in your lifetime. Your gift to God is to develop as much of that talent and ability as you can in this lifetime. You've got a great opportunity. The year's right around the corner. This is great information, but it's only as good as you make it. Now, without any formal education, without any business experience, I've been fortunate enough to build a company that operates all over the world and earn millions of dollars. I know that if I can do it, you can do it. It's a matter of sitting down, writing it down, and saying, I'm going to do it.